Okay, hi. My name is Ivan Velez. I have a show here at the Bronx Museum of the Arts called BRONX HAIKU, and I'm about to show you. I want to record it before they close the show down on October 22nd. Actually, we've had a pretty big run. We've been here since June. I'm very proud to kind of be part of this. I want to thank the Bronx Museum for showing my stuff and having enough respect and love for me to kind of let me do my stuff and show my things in my life. I am a cartoonist, a Puerto Rican cartoonist, born in the South Bronx. Very proud to be that. Cartoonist is my main identity. I don't know why, but that seems to be more important to me than being Latino or being like American or being Puerto Rican or being gay. I'm a cartoonist. That's just what I am. And I'm very proud to kind of show the show. So let me start this thing, okay? This is a kind of look at the big gallery, if you notice. I was allowed to paint on the wall, so I'm very happy about that. They're having a celebration today, so I want to try to get this done before that, but I think we'll have plenty of time. This is my show, Ivan Velez, BRONX HAIKU. 55 odd years, my life in blood and panels and sparkly brown ink. Now, a little bit about that. Again, I have a very long career, just because, and I say career because I just kind of survived this long. Like I said before, I'm 55 years old. I started kind of drawing comic books when I was a little kid. I was lucky to do a comic strip in college at Syracuse University, and then after that, when I started working with the Hedrick Martin Institute, I started doing some stuff with them. So, very nice to be able to kind of show my history here. And we start off with here. And this is a picture of my parents. That's me. That's my mom. She's pregnant with my brother Raymond. And that is my father. Okay. By the way, my father's with me right now because of Puerto Rico and a storm and a hurricane, and his town pretty much got washed out, so he's staying with me for a while. This is Astro Boy. Why is Astro Boy important? Well, Astro Boy first came into the United States, the first kind of anime, 1964, and I remember when I was a kid, I saw it, and I was 3 years old, and I loved it to pieces, so I was a big Astro Boy head back when I was a kid. So this is pretty much why I did it. If you notice, he's the perfect little boy. He's such a big icon in Japan. They still play his theme song on train stations, and he's like their Mickey Mouse. But again, he's supposed to be the perfect little boy, and even though he's a robot. So you see, he tries to act like do the right thing, does the best things possible, does what everyone expects of him, but he's scared that people might see the real him. And that has to do a lot with my, when I was young, I kind of knew pretty early about my orientation, and that's pretty much why I was kind of scared that people find out. It wasn't easy being a gay kid in the Bronx during the 60s. So anyway, that's that. Then some of this work, the stuff I did for the Hedrick Martin Institute. I was very lucky that the first year that opened, I actually found them. I was reading the Village Voice, not only because of the dirty pictures, and Village Voice was kind of an independent newspaper back then. It was free in the city, and I would grab it when I was in high school and read through it, and kind of just read the articles and see the cartoons, and there's a lot of really political stuff and stuff about gay folks. And even though I was kind of scared to even admit that's what it was, I actually ate that paper up. And I saw the advertising for discussion groups for gay kids, and I joined in and found some really, really good people there, and they actually kind of nurtured me, kind of taught me a lot. It was kind of like a grassroots organization, and I actually did a lot of work with them. And they let me do some of the advertising for them, and they actually hired me later on to be their educational materials coordinator, which is basically doing a lot of posters back then, because at the same time, AIDS came out back in the early 80s, and people were really confused as to what to do. So this came out. And by the way, that time was a really hard time for anybody in New York, not only just artists and gay folks, but just the whole city was kind of worried because so many people getting infected, they didn't know why. Remember that it was in the blood transfusion, it was in the blood banks, and people were just getting sick. So that's pretty much why we did this. Let me put a stop on this right now. By the way, do you notice how scary the images are? They were scary because we were kind of like trying to reach the kids. A lot of kids were getting infected really quickly. A lot of survival sex was going on. A lot of people on 14th Street kind of trying to make a living. A lot of kids getting kicked out of their houses. No role models of the behavior. So we tried to scare them at first, but take a look. These things are so scary that I wouldn't look at it. So we kind of knew that we had to kind of change our approach. We got softer, more accepting, more multicultural, and just basically try to make people feel part of the community, and the community is trying to protect itself. Okay? That's that.